Hello, my loves, and welcome to day 7 of our 7-day workout challenge. We've officially been showing up for ourselves for an entire week. This is our last week in this iconic little apartment, and we have been making the freaking most of it. So today we're gonna end on a cardio and full body day. We're gonna go ahead and get freaking started. We're gonna start off with energy. We have our marches, we know and we love these. So that knee is coming up with energy. Those arms are moving with energy as well. Very intentional movement. See if you can make this controlled. See if you can connect through every muscle that's being worked here. You've got that upper thigh and that hip flexor that's bringing you up. You've got that core that's stabilizing you. You've got your breath moving and those shoulders reaching for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7. Bring energy into this. For 6, for 5. Here we go. For 4, for 3, for 2, and last one, bringing it immediately into some squats. We're gonna keep our feet facing parallel, and they're gonna be just underneath your hips and a little bit wider. Thinking about pushing up through your heels, squeezing at the top. We're gonna move into jump squats if you'd like to join me there in 3. Here it is in 2. You can stay in this squat if you'd like to, or you can join me in a jump squat. Thinking about pushing off your toes. Here it is, there's that heart rate starting to lift. Squeeze up through your glutes as hard as you can at the top. Keeping your chest up, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth, connecting to your breath. 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and on 1, I want you to pulse to the bottom. Here it is, that is that movement. That's that tension I want you to feel. Can you drop 1 inch lower while keeping that chest up? Tailbone is tucked under. 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1, bring it up. Now to your side, you're planting your right foot, left foot is coming back, and we're gonna move into these really quick lunges. The option here is to just tap your foot instead of coming all the way up, but I really want you to feel that energy. You are sharp through these movements no matter what you're taking. So even if you are just tapping nice and close, I want you to breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth, and really shoot up through your right leg. Think about making that right leg be the source of energy instead of your left. 4, 3, here it is, 4, 2, and on 1, we're gonna switch to that left leg. Plant that left leg, and now you're bringing it up here. Bringing the arms into it is also gonna help create more movement, get more blood flow going, and get that heart rate up even higher. There it is. Keep that chest up. You're really starting to feel the burn through your leg. You're starting to feel that heart rate rise. Really squeeze up at the top, keeping that core engaged. 4, 10. Woo, here it is. 4, 9. We're getting out of breath together. 4, 7. Last 7 here. 4, 6. Squeeze up to the top. 4, 5. 4, 4. You can stick with it. 4, 3. Let that breath guide you. 4, 2, and on 1, you can bring it up and turn back to the front. We're gonna go back and forth between these squats. So this is mostly about getting your heart rate up, but also about finding that burn through those legs. So as you meet me in the middle, think about transferring that tension over from the left. Here it is, and now to the right, keeping that chest up. Tailbone is tucked. We've got 5. We've got 4. We're moving through these quick. We've got 3. In 2, you're gonna be turned to the side, and on 1, bring it up to the top. We're gonna move immediately into this next motion. We're moving quick today. Hands are gonna come to your hips. You're gonna hinge slightly forward. Plant your weight into your left leg. Right foot is coming back, and we're just lifting into this leg lift here, but it's a standing leg lift. If you've ever done cable kickbacks, this is very similar, but right now we are just using body weight and high reps to find this carve through your glutes. So by allowing yourself to stay standing, you're really working on that balance on that left foot. So you're working through those calf muscles to keep you balanced through the supporting left glute. And I want you to squeeze up to the sky. Same thing as our leg lifts on a tabletop, keeping those hips facing forward. Now we're gonna tap to our foot and then bring it back. So we're gonna extend this motion. Instead of just tapping down, we're gonna bring it back to our front foot and up. Here we go, 4, 5. Squeezing at the top, that was 5. Even slower, 4, 4. Let that left leg burn if it's supporting you. 4, 3. Nice and strong. 4, 2. We've only got 1 more here at the top. Can you try to pulse? If there's something near you, you might want to try to find that to help you balance. Otherwise, draw in your core, lengthen through your spine, lengthen through this left leg. Keep a small bend in it, but still think about pulling up and drop it down. Thinking about pulling up is really going to help you engage and find that strength and that balance. Plant that right leg. Now it's time to switch the burn. You're gonna extend that left leg behind you. And I want you to inhale as you exhale. flex through those ribs to draw them down and engage your core, and you're lifting up that left leg behind you. There it is, nice and strong. That right leg might be shaking, might be quaking, trying to keep you balanced, but I want you to shift your focus onto that left glute. Can you think about drawing up from your heel to the skies if there's a string attached from your heel? Now drop that left hip down if you feel like it's opened up. Opening it up is gonna make you fall over a little bit more, but dropping it down, woo, see, even as I'm showing you that I lift my left hip, then it really knocks you off balance. So keeping your hips square is gonna help a lot. We're gonna bring it in to tap your foot in 3. Here it is, in 2, keep breathing through this. And on 1, we're gonna tap your foot and then bring yourself back up to the top. So make sure that you're not leaning too far forward. I find that sometimes I try to balance myself out by leaning way too far forward. We've just got a hinge in the hips, a slight little hinge as if you got karate chopped in your hips and you are whoop, throwing those hips back. Here we go, we've got 5. Squeezing as tall as you can. 4, breathe in through your nose. Out through your mouth, lift even higher. 4, 3. Woo, that right leg, I know it's burning. 4, 2, and that left leg as well. And on 1, can you pulse at the top? This gets you. If this is something that's not available to you, you can keep trying to tap down and lift, but I want you to try to pulse with me. 4, 3, 4, 2, and even I'm falling over on 1. So pull yourself up nice and strong to the sky. Your heart rate's lowered a little bit, and now I want you to meet me on the mat. We're gonna find that heart rate up, shooting through the roof one more time. And by one more, you know I never mean one more. Time to start burning out through those abs and through those arms, so plant yourself on the ground, come back into a plank, drop your hips down, your shoulders, hips, and ankles should all be in a line. Roll your tailbone underneath you, and you're gonna start rocking back and forth here. If this is difficult on your wrists, you can pop up into a fist. And now we're gonna move into mountain climbers in 3, in 2, and on 1. Here we go. Knees are coming up into your chest. Feel that energy, girl. Really let this music guide you through this workout, or if you wanna shut me up and put on your own hype music, I find that helps me so much. That's been my real hack recently. Fighting for my life with my hair right now. You're keeping this movement strong. Knees are coming up into your chest. 4, 10, 4, 9, here it is. 4, 8, 4, 7, this is so fun. We've got this. 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and on 1, here it is. Drop your knees down for just a moment. Give those abs a rest because we're planting our hands back down. Again, you can keep them in a fist if you need to, but you are planting your feet, dropping your hips, and if you'd like to drop your knees, you are able to, but I'm gonna have you try a push-up. Bring yourself up, knee, knee, we've got 4 knees, knee, and push up. Woo! Again, let those push-ups be as spicy as they need to be. Challenge yourself to do at least 1 push-up in this full plank position, but there's never any shame in dropping down. And then from here, you can pop back up and do those knees. So whatever push-up works for you, a push-up is a push-up, but don't limit yourself and say, oh, I can only do knee push-ups. Just try doing 1 full plank push-up, then you can go back to whatever works for you. But this challenge is about surprising yourself. Woo, those full push-ups get spicy when you're holding yourself. We've only got 1 more. I'm gonna drop to my knees and do this last push-up and then pop up with you for 4 knees. Are those shoulders burning? I know mine are. Drop it down for a second here. Release those arms, come back into this plank. We've been doing a lot of plank work this week, so I hope those low core muscles are feeling it. Those transverse abdominals are gonna get a lot of work as well to find you in this balanced strength. Tuck that tailbone under, and now we're marching with these lifts. Working back into those glutes as you roll your tailbone under, roll those ribs under. I'm gonna drop my glutes just a little bit more. Make sure I'm in that long straight line at the bottom. It's always hard to tell if you can't see yourself. So we grab a mirror if you need to. But if you do look in a mirror, make sure you are telling yourself that you are the baddest alive, that you are doing so good, you are doing your best. 4, 3, woo, 4, 2, continue these marches, and on 1. Drop it down, stretch through those shoulders. Inhale back up to the top. And we've got rainbow kicks behind you. Extend this right leg to the diagonal, lift it up and around to the left diagonal. Your challenge here is to keep those hips square. See if you can make this rainbow as big as possible while not arching through your back and trying your best not to open up too far through your right hip. You're gonna have to open up a little bit to drop it down to that diagonal, but your real challenge here is to isolate the squeeze through your glute with that control without bringing your low back into the equation. Here we go, 4, 3. Breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. You're beautiful, you got this, 4, 2. And on the last one, this is our little challenge. You're gonna bring it up to the side and you are dropping. So just a little lift here, 4, 3, 4, 2, nothing too crazy on the glutes today, 4, 1. I say that as I'm making you do so many crazy things. Extend that left leg to the left diagonal, lifting up. If you need to feel like you just got punched in the stomach to really still in that belly button to your spine, that is always a good option for you there. Squeezing up through the top of that left glute and bringing that squeeze around to the side as well. So both the glute max and the glute medius are getting that love. They're getting that strength, 4, 3. Here it is, only a few reps on this side, 4, 2. And then we're just pulsing for a moment. Dropping that left side, bringing it up, keeping it nice and strong. Oh, I'm running into my cabinet here, 4, 3, 4, 2. And on 1, drop it down and meet me on your tailbone. Again, we've got this full body movement here. So plant these hands behind you and we're just gonna move into a little tricep dip. You're welcome to stay here on your tailbone, or you can pop up and move on a different plane of motion with a little bit more tension. 4, 5, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and 1. Our arms have been getting a lot of love this week. I hope you're feeling so strong. Extend yourself back into the C curve, and we're just rocking back and forth. So these are all motions that we've done before. These are all things that we have seen, and now we are just grouping them together, allowing you to feel how all of your muscles work together beautifully. 4, 3, 4, 2, and on 1, bring it up and roll back down. We're trying to make this as seamless as possible, grouping in all of these muscles together, finding that complete body balance, finding those complete muscles nice and strong as they can be to keep you functional, to keep you feeling strong and confident. 4, 3, draw in that tailbone, draw in that pelvic floor. 4, 2, roll it under, and on 1, we're lifting here. Just nice and quick, keep those shoulders down and back. 4, 3, 4, 2, and on 1, I want you to bring these feet up to the top, and we're just tapping for a few motions. You're welcome to put your arms out and pulse them. 4, 5, 4, 4, let that shake happen. 4, 3, 4, 2, and on 1, roll up onto your knees. This really is our last movement of the day. We did this a little bit before on our booty and arms day. We're gonna switch the arms up a little bit. So get this motion going with your hips. You are thinking about dropping down and squeezing your glutes up. I know it might not seem like this can do much for you, but if you allow yourself to sit your hips back and squeeze, you can almost mimic the feeling of an RDL as you extend your glutes back and squeeze up. Now your arms are coming in and out. So you're squeezing behind your back and lifting up to the side. So you're really engaging through your back and extending through your shoulders. That core is drawn in. Those glutes are squeezed to high heavens. Do you feel that burn start to build? It kind of creeps up on you. Keep these arms as strong and as engaged as you can. That's the key here, to keep the tension on those arms. 4, 3, 4, 2, and on 1, I want you to keep these legs going, and your arms are instead dropping and raising to the side. Here it is. 4, 3, we're gonna do 1 more full motion, and these arms are now just pulsing. You're gonna keep going through those legs if you can. If you'd like to stop at the top, you are welcome to. Here we go. 4, 5, keep squeezing. 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, and on 1, arms are gonna come in front of you, and you can stop with those legs. Make these motions a little bit bigger, moving inward with these circles. Shoulders are staying down and away from your ears. These circles, make them a little violent, right? Like we are really pushing through, finding that energy, and reverse. Those shoulders are staying down and away from your ears, and we're starting to embrace that burn. 4, 3, 4, 2, and on 1, go ahead and release and relax. Take a deep breath here with me. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. Allow the endorphins of this workout to really wash over you. Feel that sweat. Let's go ahead and stretch out here. Good job, you guys. We did it. That was our 7-day workout challenge. You completed it. You stuck with it, and I hope you know how proud I am no matter what it took to get this video on. If you feel like you had a bit of an internal battle to get here today, you got here, you showed up, and I hope you continue to show up out of kindness and out of love for yourself every single day. Let's bring this right leg on top of your left knee. Find that figure 4. In through your nose, regulate your breath. On that exhale, release all your air. On your next inhale, switch legs. Left leg is coming on top. Drop your booty down. Really embracing that stretch here. You're welcome to take any other stretches you would like. Let's stretch our arms out a little bit, bring them behind you, clasp those hands, extend. Maybe you extend your chin forward. Drop your chin towards your chest. Bringing this arm across your chest. And switching arms. I offer a little meditation to end this practice, to end this series. Plant one hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. Let's sit here one last time in this apartment together and really reflect. I invite you to close down your eyes as you breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1, and exhale. 3, 2, 1, and hold. 3, 2, 1. Continue with this box style breath with 4 counts on each side of the box. You have an option to extend the seconds through this breath. Make this practice your own. There's a lot of pressures going on throughout the day. A lot of different things telling you what to do, who to be, how to do it, where to go, how much to give, how little to give. But in this moment, release that noise. Release all of the noise in your head, those internal battles. Every single day, we're fighting internal civil wars. Little battles that we are thinking of. Us versus them. Me against the world. What if they think this? I'm gonna be such a this. It's gonna be so embarrassing. If I do that, what's that gonna say about me? Release that noise. That is not yours to hold. That is not yours to carry. Release any expectations, any visions of you that don't light your soul on fire. You deserve a life that lights your soul on fire. And if you found this video today because you are searching to fit in, searching to get away from that voice that's telling you, don't let yourself go. We gotta stay looking a certain way. We gotta get ourselves together. Release that. That is not yours to carry. And in its place, feel that love. Feel that oneness with yourself. Feel that peace. The peace that you have always known is there, that you crave every single day. There's a slice of it just waiting for you. And if you start to lean into that, you'll find that there's a deep ocean inside of you. One where you can stay, you can bask in the feeling of being enough, where that little voice inside of you can overcome every single noise. Every single time that you wish for a different life, for a different body, for a different outcome, for a different home, for a different relationship, there is a voice inside of you that says, this right here is enough. And this means you. You right here are enough. And having that wholeness within yourself means that you deserve the world. You deserve a body that feels strong. You deserve a relationship that fulfills and supports you. You deserve a life that excites you, a home that feels safe, and a mind that praises you. A mind that excites you for the day. And you deserve the time to sit with yourself. And right now, you are living the life that you deserve in the best way. This right here is your highest self. It's not some mythical thing you have to chase after. It is just you, as you've always been. Here she is. There's our beautiful girl. Now you can stay in this, but I do invite you to open up your eyes. And as you go throughout your day, I hope you remember to come back to the center of peace as often as you can. Remember that no matter who is out there saying whatever they have to say, no matter what presentation, no matter how you're observed, whatever situation you are in, you can always come back and be enough in this moment. Every single day, every waking, every sleeping, every hour, you are enough. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself and keeping a promise that you will be the one to be here, to catch yourself, to bring yourself forward into your new life, into wherever you're going. And I'm excited to see where you go, how far you get. And I will see you when I see you. Love you.